And so it's a powerful shared message that we have. This disease is beatable. It's beatable on a lot of levels. I think we spend a lot of our time talking about the cancer continuum and what that means to us as a society. And the cancer continuum, quite frankly, it impacts everybody around the world. The 6 steps of the cancer continuum are prevention, screening and early detection, access to the best health care that we all deserve, regardless of the color of our skin or language we speak. Scientific and medical research, survivorship, and end of life. These 6 things really sum up the burden. And so we have to address all of those as we go along. If I see a 17-year-old kid that's in their mind thinking, you know what, I think I'm gonna smoke. Because maybe that's cool and my friends are doing that. If they say, no, I don't think I'll do that. They never start smoking. They never get addicted to tobacco. They never smoke for 20 or 30 years. They never get lung cancer. They've been cured. That's the first step of the cancer continuum, preventing this disease. It's the one that saves us all. Heartache is the one that saves our society and our government and our healthcare system money. Those are the things we have to focus on early on. Screening and early detection. We have to make sure that any doctor, I'm sure there's plenty of doctors in the room, will tell you, you catch this disease on day 1, your chances are 100-fold of being cured. We've got to do that. The healthcare issue in the United States of America must be resolved, and I think we're making bold steps. My favorite story on that was we have a board member by the name of Dr. Harold Freeman, who runs a cancer center in Harlem. Spent a lot of time with him in Harlem, and I grew up in, some of you may know, I grew up in Plano, Texas. Maybe one of the widest places in the world. But I started spending time in Harlem, and it was very significant for me, because as we walked through Dr. Freeman's cancer center, one day he stopped me and he said, Lance, he said, you don't understand. He said, this is in Harlem, and what we see here in the center, it's the difference between what we know and what we do. And that difference between what we know how to treat people, we know how to cure people, we know how to save lives. But in Harlem, we don't always do that. And the difference between those two is a moral and ethical failure in the United States of America. And it changed my life forever. And I realized that with that, we have to apply this stuff that we've invested time and energy and money and resources to. If we're not applying it to everybody, we're foolish. And we're failing morally and ethically. So that has to change with regards to that. So eloquently pointed out, I did suffer through 2 hours of bike riding with President Bush at the time. I don't know if he said $1 million or $1 billion, because at the end of the ride and at the end of lunch there was BLTs and chocolate chip cookies. That's a true story. I said, well, we need $1 billion. We didn't get the billion, but I think we got distracted as a country. But look, I mean, we are where we are. This is a tough time. It's not an easy time for any of us. If you open up the paper and you read, war is not on the front page anymore. The economy is on the front page. That situation, unemployment is on the front page. All of these things that's occupying our space. And we have to bring this thing back to, I think, the things that matter most to us. And obviously, we have to get our economy back on track. But yes, we need a few more $1 billion for the 4th cog of the cancer continuum, and that's medical research. And then finally, the survivorship, which is obviously important for us. It's not enough, I don't think, anymore to cure somebody when they have to sacrifice the quality of life that they had before the disease. I look at my life. I look at my life before the disease, and I look at my life after the disease. My life is better after the disease. Everybody. I don't care if it's breast cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer, childhood leukemia, whatever. We all deserve to say the very same thing. There's no way that somebody should get on the other side of this disease and say, I can't get a job, I can't get insured, I can't have kids. No. That doesn't work. So we have to focus on survivorship and how we create a high level and a high quality of life for everybody that goes through the disease. And then finally, if we make it through those 5 steps and we're just not going to live, boy, we we deserve to die. We deserve to die with peace and in dignity and surrounded in whatever environment we want. And I think most importantly, pain-free. And let's not ever get to step 6. But if you're going to get there, it needs to be. We need to be allowed to go out the way that we want to go out, and our families.